Blackhead prevention works best when the routine is simple enough to repeat, gentle enough to tolerate, and steady enough to trust over time, rather than harsh, complicated, or changed every few days out of impatience. Blackheads form when pores become clogged with oil and dead skin cells while the opening of the pore stays open, which allows the material inside to darken when it meets air. So prevention is mostly about keeping pores clearer without damaging the skin barrier. A mild cleanser used in the morning and again at night is often a better foundation than aggressive scrubs, rough cleansing brushes, or very hot water, because irritation can make the skin feel worse and can turn a manageable routine into something uncomfortable that is easy to abandon. Wash gently with lukewarm water, use your fingertips rather than attacking the face like it owes you money, and pat dry instead of rubbing hard with a towel. Try not to touch the face constantly, or let sweat, oil, dirty phone screens, tight hats, helmet straps, pillowcases, or greasy hair products sit against the same areas day after day. If you sweat heavily after exercise or heat, it helps to cleanse or rinse the skin soon afterward. Choose non-comedogenic or oil-free products when you can, including moisturizer, sunscreen, and makeup, and remove makeup before bed. Heavy pomades and greasy hair creams are better kept away from the forehead and temples. Moisturizer is not the villain, because skin that becomes too dry or irritated often tolerates acne treatments badly. So a lightweight moisturizer can actually make prevention easier by helping the barrier stay calmer. Sunscreen matters too, because unprotected sun exposure can worsen irritation and discoloration, and hoping sunlight will somehow dry everything out is usually less useful than simply using a sensible non-comedogenic sunscreen every day. Over-the-counter ingredients such as salicylic acid can help loosen buildup inside pores, and adapalene can help keep pores from clogging over time. But both work better when introduced slowly and used consistently, rather than applied in heroic amounts for 2 days and then abandoned in disappointment. Avoid squeezing, scraping, or digging at blackheads with fingernails or tools at home, because that can lead to irritation, broken skin, marks, and sometimes scarring. A practical routine can stay very plain. Morning cleanse, light moisturizer, sunscreen. Evening cleanse, treatment if tolerated, moisturizer, then give the whole thing enough time to work. Once that calm little routine is settled on the bathroom shelf, and your cleanser has accepted its quiet destiny, it is far more enjoyable to think about the strange and glorious thing that happened at Willow Creek Estates in western North Carolina, where 6 residents, 1 folding table, a half-finished sheet cake, and a wedding planner with a headset and the emotional stability of a wet saltine cracker accidentally created the finest wedding reception the town had seen in 20 years. Willow Creek Estates was the kind of senior community that looked serene from the outside and was in fact run on coffee, opinions, casseroles, and the firm belief that the maintenance department needed more clipboards. The central building had stone columns, a porch with white rocking chairs, and a community hall that smelled faintly of lemon polish, printer toner, and whatever dessert had most recently passed through committee review. The queen of the Tuesday Hospitality Committee was Eleanor Fitch, age 77, retired bank manager, owner of Sensible Shoes in 7 carefully selected shades, and a woman who could reduce a roomful of grown adults to silence by removing her reading glasses and setting them down with purpose. Her best friend was June Delaney, age 75, retired elementary school music teacher, wearer of floral scarves regardless of weather, and a woman whose cheerful expression hid the heart of a battlefield logistics officer. Their regular allies included Vernon Pike, 81, retired electrician, dry as toast, left overnight, and equally reliable, Dot Holloway, 73, former department store cosmetics manager, with a voice like satin stretched over a steel frame. Melvin Ross, 79, retired mail carrier, slow walking, peppermint carrying, never once in his life knowingly late. And Gloria Jean Turner, 76, legendary church potluck contributor, maker of coconut cakes so good they had resolved one family argument and nearly caused another. On the Saturday in question, the Willow Creek Hospitality Committee had been asked to do something harmless. They were to deliver centerpieces and dessert trays to the Hawthorne House, an old inn on the edge of town where a charity luncheon was scheduled in the smaller garden room. The job was simple. Arrive at 1, unload flowers and cake stands, place linen napkins on 2 buffet tables, smile at people wearing name tags, and leave before anyone started making speeches about donor engagement. Eleanor loved assignments like this because they had edges. She believed every respectable task should begin on time, involve clearly numbered containers, and end before exhaustion turned people poetic. Unfortunately, the Hawthorne House was also hosting a wedding that afternoon in the large ballroom, and their actual wedding planner, a woman named Talia with a headset, a tablet, and a nervous system already hanging by its last decorative ribbon, was in the middle of the kind of disaster that makes professionals reevaluate every decision that led them to chiffon. The florist van was late. The DJ had gone to the wrong entrance. The groom's uncle had parked a pickup truck in the delivery lane. The bride's cousin had locked herself out of the bridal suite while wearing only one earring. And the bakery had delivered the wedding cake in a box labeled "Retirement Celebration" because fate has a sense of humor and poor spelling. At exactly 1:12 p.m., the Willow Creek Committee arrived with their own trays, greenery, cloth runners, and quiet competence. Eleanor stepped out of the community van with a legal pad. June carried ribbon. Vernon carried 2 folding easels and an expression suggesting that electricity had disappointed him for 40 years straight. Dot emerged in coral lipstick and white slacks that made ordinary people feel underdressed. Melvin brought 3 emergency rolls of tape because he trusted almost no venue. Gloria Jean came last, protecting her coconut cake like a mother duck moving one final egg. The moment Talia saw them, something in her spirit mistook them for rescue. "Thank God," she said, rushing across the lobby. "You're here." Eleanor, who had not yet decided whether this woman qualified as organized, replied, "We are. Where would you like the luncheon items?" Talia blinked. "Luncheon?" A thunderclap of understanding nearly occurred, but not quite, because at that exact instant, a hotel employee hurried over, shouting that the sweetheart table had no candles. The best man had spilled iced tea on his tie, and someone's grandmother was refusing to sit anywhere near a speaker. Talia grabbed Eleanor's forearm with the desperate tenderness of a drowning woman finding a fence post. "Please," she said, "I need practical adults." Eleanor did not move. June did not move. Vernon slowly looked at the ballroom doors, then at the headset, then at the stack of gold chargers balanced dangerously on a cart. Dot raised one eyebrow. Gloria Jean tightened her hold on the cake. Melvin quietly took inventory of exits, electrical outlets, and likely sources of nonsense. "We are not wedding staff," Eleanor said at last. "I know," Talia said. "That's why I still have hope." This was not a good answer, but it was an honest one, and older people can smell honesty the way bloodhounds smell sandwiches, Talia explained in the compressed language of a person too busy for full sentences. The wedding was for the mayor's niece. 200 guests. Ceremony at 4. Reception at 5:30. The paid staff were technically present but spiritually unreliable. The bride was lovely but crying. The groom was calm but therefore useless. The caterer was competent but offended. The venue manager kept saying "pivot," as if it were a prayer. "What exactly?" Eleanor asked. "Are you asking from us?" Talia looked at the 6 of them the way a tired general might look at reinforcements with orthopedic shoes and superior judgment. "I need civilized people who can set things straight without making everything worse," Vernon snorted. "Then you ought not ask the Bridings family." June, who had already spotted 3 centerpieces leaning like guilty tulips, said, "How long? 2 hours?" Talia said. "Maybe 3. Eleanor should have refused. She was under no obligation to save a wedding simply because she had arrived with cake stands and a face people trusted. Yet there are moments when a certain kind of older American cannot resist stepping into avoidable chaos, not because they enjoy it, but because incompetence in the wild is too offensive to ignore. She turned to her committee. "Well," she said, "we are already wearing shoes." That was how Willow Creek Estates acquired a wedding strike force. The first 20 minutes resembled a military exercise conducted by people who disapproved of military noise. Eleanor took the seating chart from a trembling intern and fixed 2 family feuds with a pencil and no visible emotion. June reorganized the gift table, found 3 missing place cards in a decorative lantern for reasons no one ever explained, and redirected a waiter carrying shrimp to the correct room before he wandered into a memorial luncheon by mistake. Vernon untangled extension cords, threatened a speaker stand with common sense, and repaired a flickering string light using a butter knife, electrical tape, and the moral authority of a man who had survived 3 decades of amateur home wiring. Dot marched into the ladies' lounge, where 6 bridesmaids were trying to steam wrinkles out of satin with the focus of raccoons opening a locked cooler. "Stop flapping," she told them. "One at a time, and nobody cries with hot tools in hand." They obeyed instantly. Melvin solved parking. No one had asked him to, but parking had offended him from the moment he arrived. Within half an hour, he had redirected 2 SUVs, talked a hedge fund cousin out of blocking the service door, and stationed a teenager with a clipboard at the back lot like a deputized hummingbird. Gloria Jean, meanwhile, found the kitchen. Great cooks and retired churchwomen possess a radar for kitchens that modern science has not yet explained. She took one look at the dessert layout, sighed with deep pity, and began restoring dignity. "Who cut the pie this way?" she asked no one and everyone. The pastry assistant, who could not have been older than 22, whispered, "I did?" Gloria Jean nodded, as if hearing of a minor but treatable illness. "Not again, sweetheart." By 2 o'clock, the Hawthorne house had changed. Not become calm exactly, but become directional. Tables stood straighter. People moved with purpose. Talia stopped blinking like an appliance about to fail. The bride, Abigail, was discovered in the upstairs suite, looking pale and overwhelmed, as 2 cousins argued over boutonniere pins with the seriousness of treaty negotiators. Dot dismissed the cousins with one smile and one sentence. "Ladies, love may be forever, but your opinions are not required by the minute." Then she sat with Abigail, reapplied her lipstick, adjusted one loose curl, and said, "Here is the truth. Something ridiculous happens at every wedding, sometimes several things. The trick is not preventing all absurdity. The trick is looking fabulous while it passes behind you." Abigail laughed through her tears, which was the first good sign anyone had seen in an hour. June followed with a cup of water and a granola bar, because emotional support is lovely, but blood sugar still matters. Downstairs, the mayor himself arrived, pink in the face and radiating the helpful uselessness common to public officials at family events. "Can I do anything?" he asked Eleanor. She looked around, spotted a box of programs, and said, "Yes, stand by the entrance and hand these to guests one at a time with your